I'm thrilled to introduce our project Vaani, a Sanskrit term for language or speech. It is a modern AI-powered meeting companion designed to transcribe, summarize, and analyze meetings, whether they're live or even previously recorded meetings. A common use case for this is someone failed to attend a meeting or just needs to catch up with an old meeting and get the important points as to what was discussed. So let's jump directly into the demonstration. Let's start with a live meeting, and in order to simulate this, I'll run a YouTube video of a live meeting and let's see how this works.
All right, so happy Monday. It's our weekly sync. Ian, you have the first item on the agenda.
Yep. So I wanted to share with everyone that the survey that I've been working on putting together is going into Qualtrics later today. What this means for everyone is that hopefully tomorrow I will have the survey ready, and I would really appreciate everyone on the team if you could go through the survey yourself and just kind of record what your experience was like. This is just a chance for me to test out to make sure the questions make sense, that they're lining up with your expectations as an engineer. And I'm hoping to get that wrapped up so that we can actually share it next week. So that's just a heads up on reviewing it. The other thing I would like to talk about, and maybe we could take this to an async conversation, is more around how do we get this survey out. We need to get a lot of people, a little bit over 1,000 to get a good confidence rate. So that's a lot of people. So trying to figure out creative ways to get more people to take the survey would be really helpful if I can get everyone's insights on that. So just want to give everyone a heads up that's coming. That's going to be this weekend.
So that is sort of the simulation of what a meeting would be like. Now, based on this conversation, assuming that it is a longer 15-20 minute meeting, we can quickly generate a summary and get all of the important information that was discussed. Upon pressing the button of generate summary, you can see that there's a bunch of things that we can show. It's a structured summary as to what was discussed in bullet points, certain decisions that were made or certain conclusions, any actionable items, and the general sentiment and overall mood of the meeting. So as you can see, that the guys were hopeful and they were wanting to do something good, and so that is why it is a 100% positive sentiment. Now what's cool is that you can actually ask certain questions even based on this transcript. So if I want to quickly know how many people that they want to target in the survey, I can just ask that what are the number of people that need to be targeted for the survey. And here you can see that a little bit over 1,000 people. So based on the entire transcript, it gives you a fairly confident response for a quick question like that. Now, if it's a longer 30-45 minute meeting, just quickly understanding that one point that you had forgotten about is a really good way of using our tool. Now let's move on to a audio file which you can upload. Now think of this as a meeting that already took place and you happen to miss it or just want to quickly go back and check. So I'll just play this quick audio file to demonstrate the contents of it.
I think that it's actually very good to study online because it's very convenient because you can study whenever you want and at your own pace.
So this audio file is a discussion of people who are talking about the pros and cons about, sorry, I forgot to upload. We're talking about the pros and cons of studying online versus in person. So now I'll just transcribe the audio. And so what we're using here is OpenAI's Whisper model for transcribing the audio, making sure that we understand the text properly, the changes in speakers and stuff like that. And finally, NLTK for doing the sentiment analysis for positive, negative, or neutral. So here you can see the transcribed text will give you the complete breakdown of what was discussed. I can generate a quick summary like before. And so here's a structured summary with all of the important points that were discussed. And I can ask a question about, hey, in one line, can you tell me what this meeting was about? So if you have a meeting and you forgot what it was about, you can quickly go and check. And so it gives you the answer that the meeting was about discussing the pros and cons of studying online versus in a classroom and some general information about it. So that was our tool, and thank you so much. We hope that you like it and looking forward. Thank you. Cheers.